The Rich Father and the Poor Son. When still a boy, a man ran away from home, only to live a life of desperate poverty, moving from place to place in search of menial work. Meanwhile, his father, who had become extremely rich and powerful, searched everywhere for the lost son but could not find him. One day, the son accidentally came to the place where the father lived. He saw his father in the distance surrounded by servants and other signs of great wealth, but he did not recognize him and began to flee in fear of such wealth and power. But the father, having secretly longed for his son for many decades and wanting the son to have his inheritance, recognized the man immediately and sent a servant after him. But when the servant caught up with him, the son, fearing that he would be forced to work or even be killed, pleaded that he had done nothing wrong and fell to the ground in a faint. Seeing this, the father told the servant to douse him with cold water to wake him up, tell him he could go wherever he liked, and then leave him alone. The son went off to another village to look for food and clothing. Later, the father secretly sent two unimposing, poorly dressed servants to go to the son and offer to hire him to work with them at double pay shoveling animal dung. To this, the son agreed, and he went to work at his father's house. Later, seeing how poorly the son looked, the father disguised himself as a lowly worker, went to the son, praised his work, and promised him better wages and treatment if he would continue to work for him, explaining that as he was old he wanted to treat the man just like a son. The son was pleased, and continued to shovel dung for another 20 years, gradually becoming more confident and more trusted by the father. But still lacking self-confidence, he nonetheless continued to have a very low regard for himself and live in a hovel outside the gate. Eventually, the rich man became ill. Knowing he would die soon, he asked the son to take charge of his various properties and businesses. As the time of his death grew near, the father called together various officials and all of his relatives and friends and servants and revealed to them that the poor man was in fact his son and would inherit all of his wealth. With such enormous wealth coming to him quite unexpectedly, the son was very amazed.